I'm Ryan Tuerck, professional race car driver and stunt driver. My backstory is I grew up racing motocross, had multiple injuries and surgeries from that. When I was a teenager, I had dislocated my shoulder, popped out, popped back in, never really had any professional rehab. I just kind of sat out, and being a young kid, it healed itself essentially. So as I started training heavily in my 30s, I knew that performance off the track was going to be a massive gain on the track. And when my shoulder injury kind of reared its head, it was massively discouraging knowing that I couldn't perform at my best. Just being uneducated with the shoulder injury on its own, I had a lot of different fears and just worries about what the injury was, if I was ever able to get better, what that process was gonna be like, if it was gonna take a year, 2 years, like just how long that would take, because I wanted to obviously get back to training as fast as possible and train as hard as possible. When I got to Victory Performance and met the team, instantly I started feeling a lot better about my situation. I told them the issues I was having, a lot of overhead issues, and it turns out to be an impingement in 1 or 2 of my tendons. So they instantly kind of came up with a game plan and kind of talked me through it. It was very engaging. They answered every single question I had. I obviously had a lot of questions to be answered to start feeling a lot better and comfortable about the process. So it was really cool, and instantly turned my mood around. I was a lot happier and just really couldn't wait to get to work with the guys. Now I'm happy to say that I can do everything that I was doing before and then some. I can do a lot more volume than I did before, which is phenomenal, and just continuing to follow the game plan that Victory Performance mapped out for me and making sure that I'm doing those things. And it's also been great because if I'm forgetting to add something to my everyday stretching, and when I'm not actually in a session with Victory Performance, I can text one of the guys on the team, and they instantly just reply back and tell me, what I should be doing. And it's just really nice to kind of have that communication and keep that worry out of mind, and just knowing that I'm going to be good to go. Victory Performance helped me get to where I am now, which is helping map out a really good game plan. They made it really easy for me. I have an extremely busy travel schedule, so it was a little tough to pick dates to come in and do sessions, but that wasn't that big of a deal. They taught me a lot of things that I can do outside of the studio as well. I would just be in communication with them pretty much at all times, and be able to keep on the game plan and strategy that they set forth for me. And it has done massive results for my shoulder and continuing my efforts in training off the track. I've done PT in the past, and it was more cookie cutter, kind of get you in the door, do the session, and then move on to the next person in line. Here at Victory, it was much more personable. They map out a plan for success, and they continue with that whether you are in here for a session or you're on the outside. They are making sure that you're continuing. They reach out. It's a very friendly situation where they want to see you succeed in the things that you came in here for. It's not a transactional situation where you just come in here, do the work, learn a couple things, and then leave. And they're very invested into your outcome and wanting to see you recover the best way possible. The team is unbelievable to work with. They're extremely supportive, and it was one of those deals where I was extremely happy and almost couldn't wait to get here for my next session so I could learn more and understand more about my body and my shoulder and how to streamline my recovery. I 100% wish I had come to Victory Performance sooner. I had a good year before I had come here that the shoulder was bothering me pretty heavily and hindering my workouts a lot and the volume that I could do. And one of the reasons was just, I've been a PT before, and I didn't want to go back to one of those same situations. I knew it wasn't the right fit for me. And the other one was just, okay, stop doing some overhead work, and okay, it feels a little bit better this day. All right, let's do some overhead. Nope, right back to it. So it's kind of just that process, and to the point where I got so frustrated and sick of it that I knew I had to find a place that was a little bit more than just a traditional PT place. So I'm extremely happy with what the outcome has been. In addition to the sessions that I've done with Victory Performance, they also offer these strength and mobility classes, and those were also a huge stepping stone for me and just continuing the process, and it really helped a lot more and gave me a lot more wealth of knowledge as well, and understanding the different ways to stretch my body and warm it up before actually working out. And then the strength class, just being able to understand a little bit more about how to build strength in my body safely and not pushing myself too far over the edge. And there's a great community that Victory Performance has as well, with a lot of like-minded patients. So it was nice to come in and chat with other people about their experience here as well, and everybody seems to have pretty much the same things to say and nothing but greatness here. What I would say to someone who's skeptical about coming into Victory Performance is just explain to them my story, my process, and how Victory Performance gives you a game plan for success, and they want to see you do nothing but succeed with their program. What they map out for you, as long as you follow the guidelines and ask for advice, ask for help if you need it, they 100% are behind you and want to see the full outcome of you becoming 100%, where you can do exactly what you want to do pain-free. I think they've helped me become a much better version of myself. I'm Tuerck, professional race car driver and stunt driver.